Hi friends, welcome to Middle Class Matters. Today we will see on India's crop insurance scheme position, Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana. Objectives of the scheme are to provide the insurance to the farmers in case of crop failure and to provide financial support to the farmers. The implementing agencies are the 10 private insurance companies have been selected by the central and state governments, which are ICICI Lombard, HDFC Ergo General Insurance, IFCO Tokyo General Insurance, Cholamandalam General Insurance, Bajaj Allianz General Insurance, Reliance General Insurance, Future Generalistic India General Insurance, Tata AIG General Insurance, SBI General Insurance, Universal Sampo General Insurance. The scheme is implemented through the scheme called Area Approach Scheme. It has two classifications. One is called the notified area and the other is called the defined area. The notified area means an unit of insurance decided by the state government for a crop during a season. Defined area is notified crop in a village or village panchayat. The beneficiaries are the farmers who are, it is made compulsory for the farmers who are availing the credit either from the banks or from the cooperative societies through the crop loan account, or loany farmers who are sanctioned or renewed the crop loans. If the premium fixed by the insurance company is more than then the farmers, the amount of premium collected from the farmers will be deducted from the premium fixed and the remaining will be shared by the central and state government equally. Now the premium fixed by the insurance companies is almost 10% of the sum assured. So the farmer is contributing 2% and central government is contributing 4% and state government is contributing 4%. The government of India has exempted service tax on the premium payment. The sharing of the risk. The risk is shared between the various parties. Yes, the risk has to be borne exclusively by the insurance companies, but whereas under this scheme, the insurance company's risk has been fixed at the maximum of 3.5% of the total premium collected or 35% of the sum assured, whichever is higher. Suppose if there is a loss which is more than this, then the remaining loss will be shared by the central and state governments 50% each. Now let's see what is the total premium so far collected and what is the claim settled by the insurance companies. The insurance companies have collected the insurance premium 2016-17 gross premium collected is 22,104 crores and claim settled is 17,688 crore. Farmer has paid 4,232 crores, state government has paid 8,842 crores and central government has paid 9,030 crores. For 2017-18, gross premium is 16,163 crores and claim settled is 22,101 crore. Farmer has paid 4,488 crore premium, state government has paid 10,798 crores and central government has paid 10,877 crores. For 2018-19, the gross premium paid is 20,923 crores, claim settled is 27,550 crores. Farmer has paid 3,196 crores and the state government has paid 8,783 crores and central government has paid 8,944 crore. In all the 3 years put together, the gross premium paid is 69,190 crores, but whereas the claim settled is 67,399 crores. If we look at the first 2 years, almost the insurance companies have been making a profit of 4 to 5,000 crore each year. Only in the last year, there is an excess outlay of 6,500 crore. To conclude on this scheme, what are the benefits and the disadvantages? As far as the state governments are concerned, they don't want to pay the premium for this scheme because it is covering almost 25% of their agricultural budget and they are not interested in this scheme. State governments want to introduce loan waivers and direct benefit transfer to farmers to gain their political benefits. As far as the insurance companies are concerned, they are always colluding with the banks for collecting the premium, because the loans are being dispersed either by the banks or by the cooperative societies. Since it has been made compulsory, the insurance companies always collude with the banks for collecting this premium from the farmers. As far as the private insurance companies are concerned, this is the third largest business, non-life insurance business for them, because the crop insurance is made compulsory for the farmers while taking the loan. Only in some states, these insurance companies are settling 100%, like Gujarat, Karnataka, Rajasthan and Uttar Pradesh 95%, whereas in some other states like Maharashtra, the settlement is only 25% and Haryana it is only 1%. This may be reason why most of the states wanted to discontinue this scheme and go for loan waivers and direct benefit transfer to the farmers.